Batman, Red Hood. How are they the same? How are they different? And quite frankly, who's cooler? These are the questions I'm going to be answering right now. But before I begin, I will be going into a quick history lesson on both of their origins. First, with Batman. We all know Batman's origin stories forwards and backwards by now, thanks to the Batman movies. Bruce and his parents were leaving a movie theater and they walked into a dark alley and they got robbed. Then Bruce's parents got killed and Bruce swore revenge on the whole criminal underbelly of Gotham City. But hang on, why did he choose a bat for his costume? Why did they leave the movie theater? Was it over? Did they leave before it was over? Well, in Batman Begins, we learn all of this. Bruce was afraid of bats because of an incident with the well outside Wayne Manor. And they saw bats in the film that they were watching, so Bruce wanted to leave, and that's why they left early. And the reason why Bruce chose a bat for his costume is to make the criminals share the same fear that he had. Batman's origin was based around fear, while Red Hood's origin was based around something much darker. Red Hood, aka Jason Todd, was the second Robin. A bit of a loose cannon, and that led to his downfall. While chasing Joker, he got caught, and the Joker beat the snot out of him with a crowbar. And after that, he blew up Jason, but Jason was resurrected by Ra's al Ghul. And just like Batman, he swore revenge on the criminal underworld, but mostly Joker and Black Mask. Alright, now that the origins are out of the way, let's start with comparing their identities. So let's see what's under the red hood and the black cowl. Batman, Bruce Wayne. He's a
genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
And the reason why I pulled out the Tony Stark line is because it's true.
The infamous playboy millionaire has never been one to...
billionaire.
Bruce actually called himself a philanthropist, and he is a billionaire, and he's also a genius because he can solve any crime in Gotham. And while Bruce has school smarts, Jason has street smarts. Sure, Red Hood doesn't have the same amount of intelligence that the detective has, but he still has some intelligence. He's cunning because he can get inside other people's heads. Makes people think that he knows more than he does. But in the case of Batman, he most certainly does. Speaking of going into people's heads, let's go into their heads and let's talk about their personalities and their morals. Starting with Bruce Wayne and Batman's personalities. I know it sounds contradictory, but they have two different personalities. Bruce is a fun, lovable character who likes to joke around a lot. You might even call him a joker. But Batman, on the other hand, is a dark, brooding, mysterious type who doesn't let anyone get anywhere close to him enough to know who he is. Mostly an account of the secret identity thing. Jason, on the other hand, has a thug mentality because he grew up on the street thinking that the only way to get things done is to fight. Speaking of fighting, this goes perfectly into the moralities of how they fight. Batman doesn't kill, at least not intentionally. He does have a few deaths under his belt, but he doesn't let that constrict him. But Jason, on the other hand, well,
I started blasting. Bang!
He shoots people. Doesn't give any remorse at all. He shoots people. Kills them. Batman, when he gets intel, he doesn't do anything usually, or he would do something like breaking a guy's wrist in Arkham Knight, saying,
"If you're lying, I'll break the other one."
The other one!
When Red Hood gets info, he's like, thanks, and shoots him, shoots the guy.
He's keeping the guns at the docks. Appreciate that.
Even in Arkham Knight, when Red Hood was, Arkham Knight, he literally, the whole story, he tried to kill Batman. He did not care at all. Even in the DLC for Arkham Knight, where you play as Red Hood, he literally kills Black Mask and kicks him out the window saying,
"Say hi to Joker."
Red Hood literally does not care, while Batman does. Because of both of their morality types, I say both of them are cool, but in different ways. Batman abides by the law, but he still manages to keep his cool factor, while Red Hood, on the other hand, is like Gotham City's John Wick. He literally interrupted a gang meeting to show up with an AK, threw down a duffel bag with their leaders' heads in there. Like, who does that? That's like something Two-Face or Penguin would do, but he's a hero apparently, or an anti-hero. I'll tell you one thing, Batman wouldn't do something like that. He'd just beat the crap out of them and get information. Red Hood literally took over that gang just to get closer to Black Mask so he can kill him. In one attempt at killing Black Mask, he used a rocket launcher. And speaking of said rocket launcher, this leads into what gadgets they use. Batman uses his iconic batarangs, he uses remote control batarangs, he uses a remote control for his Batmobile, he uses ice grenades, he uses his electrical gun, he uses the Bat Claw, a grappling hook, he uses a remote control hacking device, and even on occasions he has weapons on the Batmobile. Man, Batman has a lot of gadgets. I basically just named most of the gadgets from the Arkham games. There's a whole lot more gadgets than that, I guarantee. But Red Hood just has a rocket launcher, an AK, 2 pistols that sometimes turn into a rifle, a grappling hook, a knife, and some types of grenades. Red Hood doesn't have that much equipment, but he does pack a wallop when he comes onto the scene. He even kidnaps the Joker under the Red Hood, and he just beats him with a crowbar like he did to him. We can also add that to his arsenal of gadgets. A crowbar. Batman and Red Hood seem to change how they think in both Arkham Knight and Under the Red Hood. So let's talk about how they act in both stories, starting with Arkham Knight. Of course, both stories start off the same. Jason is believed to be dead and killed off by Joker, but in different ways. In the Arkham Knight version, Joker shoots Robin, then Batman mourns his death. He somewhat lets it go, but it comes back to haunt him in Arkham Knight. He's wondering why it is until he realizes the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd. Batman's actually sad because he felt like he failed Jason all over again. Batman thought, how could he be working with Scarecrow? He's a supervillain. It's one of the people that Jason fought alongside Batman with. Batman was definitely feeling guilty realizing it was Jason he was fighting. Jason's perspective was quite simple. He thought Batman had abandoned him. He thought that he had to take revenge on Batman. And he did so by working with Scarecrow. But I think he respected Batman a little bit for taking out Joker, even if it was unintentional. But in Under the Red Hood, he didn't really want to take revenge on Batman as much as he wanted to take revenge on Joker. Because he didn't get the chance to take out Joker, he takes his aggression out on Batman in the Arkham Knight. Because the Joker is still alive and Under the Red Hood, but he's in prison, he takes his aggression out on Black Mask until Black Mask frees the Joker. The Joker tries to kill Black Mask, and then Red Hood takes over and kidnaps the Joker and tries to kill him. But Batman stops him by doing literally the most easy thing a superhero could ever do. Listening to his monologue and then completely ignoring him, just walking away entirely. It's funny because Red Hood said,
"Now is the time you decide. If you won't kill this psychotic piece of filth, I will. If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me."
Batman just walks away and Red Hood's just like, I'll do it. And just because Batman's not paying any attention to him, he gets so angry that he points the gun at Batman and shoots, but Batman does one of those spinny batarang things and he disarms the whole gun, burning Jason's hand in the process. Red Hood's like, whatever, I got bombs, I'll just blow up the Joker.
Don't you just love a happy ending?
I think Batman has the same mentality as Captain America.
Avengers don't take lives. We save them.
I feel like Batman did show a little piece of Red Hood in Batman Begins at the end.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
And that was the end of Ra's al Ghul in Batman until he finds another Lazarus pit. And I guarantee that's the same Lazarus pit he resurrected Jason Todd with. But the verdict on who's cooler, Batman or Red Hood, is Red Hood. I know some of you already guessed that answer, but come on, I mean, look at him. Look how he acts. He's cooler than Batman. While Batman may be judge and jury, Red Hood is judge, jury, and executioner. Like I said before, he's the John Wick of Gotham City, killing any criminal that gets into his path of revenge. So do you agree with me thinking Red Hood's cooler than Batman, or do you think Batman's cooler than Red Hood? Let me know down in the comments below, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.